Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Reardon and today we're making a Millennium Falcon Star Wars cake. It's birthday season in our house, and if you remember from last year, my husband's favourite cake is carrot cake. So to make this super moist carrot cake, you will need coconut, walnuts, baking powder and cinnamon, flour, coarsely grated carrots, crushed pineapple, eggs, sugar, and oil. And all the recipe quantities are on the howtocookthat.net website in grams and ounces and cups, and I'll put a link to that in the description below this video. Pour the oil, sugar and eggs into a bowl and mix them together using a whisk until they're combined. Then add the pineapple and the carrots and mix those through as well. Carrot cake is really easy to make, it doesn't take long. Place a sieve over the bowl and add your flour, baking powder and cinnamon, and sift that through to get rid of any lumps and to make it nice and airy. Fold that flour through until it's just combined, and then add in your walnuts and the coconut and fold those through as well. Now tip all of that into a tray and spread it out and bake it in the oven until it is just golden brown. Once it's cooled, remove it from the tray and cut one piece to the size of your board. Spread a small amount of cream cheese frosting onto the board and add that piece of cake. Then cover the whole thing in a layer of frosting. The recipe and the video for making this frosting is on the How to Cook That YouTube channel, and you can get to that just by clicking on How to Cook That below this video, and then click on the videos tab to see all my videos, and you can find it there. Now we want to make the ground uneven, like there are sand dunes in the middle of the desert. So cut strips of cake from that leftover piece and then build them up, starting with a thick piece, then add a thin bit over the top. Now they don't have to be straight, you can curve them round. It's sand dunes, there are no rules, you can put them how you like on your cake. If you're making this cake for more people, then you might like to increase the recipe and make 2 or even 3 layers of the carrot cake and make your sand dunes bigger. Or you could use chocolate cake or sponge cake, it depends who you're making it for. Now cover the whole thing in frosting, and you can just spread that on, or if you have a piping bag, it's quicker just to pipe it on roughly and then spread it out. Make sure the frosting covers the sides of the cake as well, and use the frosting to smooth out roughly the shape of how you want your sand dunes to be. Choose the biscuits that you want to use. I've got ones here that are about the colour of the desert sand in Star Wars 7. And then just blitz them in the blender. If you don't have a blender, you can put them into a plastic bag and just smash them with a rolling pin until you've got really fine crumbs. Now get your helpers to wash their hands and pretend that they're being dump trucks delivering sand to the desert. Spread it out and smooth it on so that it looks like sand dunes. To make the Millennium Falcon, I'm using a silicone mould today, some compound white chocolate, and then I'm going to fill it up with some nuts, some dried fruit, and some Turkish delight to make it a bit chewy. These are a few of my husband's favourite things. You can choose what you want to put in the middle depending on who you're making the cake for and what they like. Melt the chocolate in the microwave and then pour that into the mould to fill it about 3/4 of the way up to the top. Then add your chosen fillings and push them in, and then cover the top with more chocolate to seal it. Before it sets hard, you'll need to add some lollipop sticks. You'll need 3 of them, and then they need to be tilted to one side if you want your Millennium Falcon to be flying on an angle. If you want it straight, you can just keep the sticks straight. Leave that to set and then push it up and out of the mould, just using your thumbs on the bottom to push it through. You can see some of the fillings on the top here, and that's fine because the Millennium Falcon is quite beaten up and we're going to brush it over anyway. Take some silver luster dust and a dry paintbrush and just dust it all over, and you'll see it kind of gets stuck in all the cracks and really defines and brings out the pattern that we got from the silicone mould. I have some subscribers lately that are telling me they're not getting notified of new videos by YouTube, or they get notified late when the video's already been up for a day or 2. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out, you can also subscribe by email on my website, and then you'll definitely know when a new one is up because you'll get sent an email. And there's a link to do that in the description below. Once you've dusted it off, use some gel or candy food colouring and add in some of those details. Add some black to the heat exhaust vents at the back there, and then some more at the maintenance access bays at the front. Then grab some of that rusty red colour and add that details to the paintwork, And then to make it look a bit older and beaten up, just paint a little bit round the edge with a little bit of colour on your brush. You want your brush to be nearly dry when you're doing these bits. Then just before serving, add it to your cake.
I made that bit, that bit, that bit, and that bit.
You're fantastic. You're amazing. And do you know what this is?
No.
It's like the greatest spaceship of all time. The
Dad.
Millennium Falcon.
Dad, is that the door?
Yeah, well, sort of. They sort of get in underneath it.
And there you have it, a super easy Millennium Falcon cake. Share this video with a Star Wars fan, subscribe to How to Cook That for more cakes, chocolates and desserts, click here for last week's video, here to go to the channel, and here for the website to get the recipe. Have a great week and I'll see you all on Friday.